This podcast is sponsored by our SA Rock and Metal fans Facebook page.
Strap yourself in because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Alex.
Hello. Hey, how's it going?
All right, yourself, man.
I'm all right. Hey, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, sounding good, man. What do you do in the band, Alex?
I am the bassist.
Ah, a bassist that's on time. Fucking hell.
Yeah, can you believe it, hey?
I don't mean it. I'm just mucking about. Alex, is it just you? Is anybody else going to be joining us?
Dylan's coming.
Ah, there we go. I see
Dylan the drummer. Yeah,
Dylan's the drummer. Okay.
Yeah. He's the mother of the band.
The mother. Is that all? Just the mother?
He keeps us in our place.
And keeps you on time.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see
How's it?
How's it, Dylan?
There's it. There we go. We don't need you really don't want to see my face. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that to me. Not on a Friday afternoon. Good Lord.
Oh yeah. You really got Babalas or what?
Oh jeez, I can't wait to get one. Welcome, Dylan, man. How's it going?
All right, and you, man?
Alrighty, sweet. Is it just the two of you guys then?
Yeah, it's just the two of us today, bro. David is unfortunately unavailable today.
Okay, cool. You're the drummer, is that right?
Yes, I am, hey?
Drummer,
yeah, and oldest member of the band.
Drummer vocalist or just drummer?
Just drummer. I do shout a lot from behind the drums, but yeah, it's just drumming.
Usually at us.
Yeah, I shout at the guys when they're fucking up, you know.
Throw a couple of sticks every now and then, eh?
I got to hang on to those sticks tight, bro. If they, I got to hang on to that.
You got no sponsorship from anybody yet?
Me, no, dude. I've been a working drummer for 25 years, dude. So I've got I'm sponsored by Meinl and ProMark, and
Nice.
Evans Drumheads.
Nice, man. That's where to do it, eh?
Yeah, I'd say I've been before Southern Wild. I played in Van Hotel. Before Van Hotel, I played in Pestroy for 11 years in Joburg.
Wow.
So, dude, I've been on the scene and being a playing regular drummer for, as I said, like pushing 25 years now. I'm fucking 40, dude.
Seasoned drummer on the show. Jeez, yeah. I think that's a
first.
Oof, I'm gonna get burned for that from the previous hours. I can tell you that much. So let's talk Southern Wild, man. How did the name come about?
Alex, do you want to take it? Do you want to chat about that?
Well, from what I remember, it's.
That is such a great way to start. From what I remember, let me take another hit of the jack quickly.
I do know the exact story. I can tell you the story, no problem.
Well, go for it, though. I remember it too, but you are such a beautiful storyteller.
Okay, well, David was actually a dream that David had, and he was walking around. I think he said he was walking around somewhere like always like David, something majestic. And he decided, someone came up to him and was like, "Hey, are you that Southern Wild guy?" and without even batting an eyelid or questioning it, he just answered, "Yes, I am." And the guy's like, "You're a great, great band, great music, this and that." And then David woke up and he was like, "Holy shit!" Like, because at the time we were actually toying with the band name, and what ended up happening is that sort of solidified the band name. So. Yeah, that's kind of the story behind Southern Wild. I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
Hang on a second. That was a dream, and he woke up, and that's it?
And he woke up and was like, in his brain was the word Southern Wild,
Fuck, what a great way to get a name.
Yeah, totally, dude. So that's exactly the story. I mean, that is correct, Alex. I don't know if you have any.
That's 100% correct. That's how I remember it exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we've heard it many, many times.
Many times, dude. Thanks
so
for
what you're saying is that was a very boring question.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're fucking honest, Jesus.
Yeah, dude. No, fucking hell. Next thing you're gonna ask, say my name and what do I do in the band, and then you're gonna ask Alex to say his name and what he does in the band.
Fuck no, I'll do it for you. Alex, bassist, tries to stay on time. Dylan, drummer, throws sticks at people.
Yeah, no, throw sticks. We'll leave it at that. Throw shade.
Throw shit. Okay, guys, I this is the first time that I've actually heard Southern Wild, and you guys have been around since 2015, and the first song that I've heard is "Time on Your Hands," and it fucking blew me away. I had it on repeat, like over and over and over, and then I knew nothing about who plays what and everything like that. I was just listening to the song and I was just like, oh, this is so. I even went to the cupboard to get my gentleman jacket. It's like, I have to have a drink with this, kind of vibe.
Right.
Like, chill out and relax. And then I read the bio, the EPK that Warren from Plug Music Agency sent to me. And I was blown away, man. Rami Jaffee from the Foo Fighters on organ and keys. And then there's Theo Crous is also involved in this. How the hell did that all come about?
Well, dude, okay, like this goes back quite a while because, as I mentioned, I've been on the scene and in like sort of bands for a long time. So I've known Theo for many, many years.
Right.
And with Funko Cartel, I recorded with him and all that sort of shit. And then
yeah.
When Southern Wild started, the first guy we actually approached to manage us was Wynand Marburg from Fok of Polisiekar.
Right. Okay.
And he was quite keen and he was like, the first thing we need to do is actually get a proper single recorded that sounds fucking as best we can get.
Yeah.
And he chatted to Theo. Theo listened to Time Eraser, which is the other song that we did a recording at Popsicle Studios. And that was like the first thing that sort of took off a little bit. And then Theo was super, super keen. So that's where it all kind of started. And then fast forward another year or two, we played some like gigs and all this sort of shit. And then Theo actually called me out of the blue and was just chatting to me. And he's like, he's always wanted, he's got this amazing, massive network through all the work he's done, around the world. He's got a fantastic rock network in LA. And he was like, he's never recorded and produced an album with a South African band and taken it to his network in LA. I mean, I don't know if you know, but like Theo played with Foo Fighters when they were here. So he got to know Dave Grohl and he got to know Rami and he hung with him and they started back and forth, I need help with this. And they started sort of chatting. So when Theo was chatting to me, he was like, it's time that he wants to actually produce and record a South African band and take it to his network in LA and see what he can do. And the only band that he could think of, and he really loved our songs. He loved recording that first single, which was Lead Role from our first album, Lead Role in the Classic Horror. And he'd seen us play live a few times. We actually played with Springbok Nude Girls when they were doing their 20-year reunion tour or 20 years tour. Yeah. And he was like the only band that he could think of that has the songs, the live show, and all of that shit. He's like, is Southern Wild. So would we be keen? So we ended up signing a 5-year development deal with him, which is about 2.5 years, going on 3 years ago now.
Wow.
And yeah, dude, that was kind of part and parcel of our agreement was him, tapping into his network in LA. And that's kind of how we got onto Rami, So we recorded the track and Theo was like, fuck, this is a banger. Sent a few through to Rami and he really dug it. He liked, because then also Theo sent him some of the previous stuff from the first album and he really dug it. There was also like, again, unfortunately at the time there was no budget and Rami actually wanted to come out and fly to Cape Town and actually spend a bit of time with us in studio and actually write some tracks and time and budget and us all having fucking day jobs and shit. It was just not on the cards. But when we were recording the single, we sent that and he flipped over that one. So that was the one that we were keen and dude, that's how I ended up on it.
When you listen to a song and you immediately it's a fucking belter of a song. It's just beautiful. Everything about it, the construction of the song is just so spot on. You get the goosies, man.
Right.
I got that every single time I've listened to it. I must have listened to it about 10, 15 times already. And it's just like constant. I mean, it's fucking what was the construct of the song? How did that happen?
I'll leave that to you, Alex. Yeah.
That song's been around for a while, actually.
Is it one of these vault songs that you've been sitting there, like you keep a riff for a couple of years and you haul it out kind of thing?
Oh, we've got so many like that, actually. We've got a list of like little ideas and demos that we pull out every now and then. And I think this was one of them as well. I'm trying to remember. Dave's kind of usually the catalyst, he comes with the core idea. And then he brings it to the rehearsal room and we completely change it and pull it apart and kind of expand on ideas and things and just see where it takes us, and this was like one of them. I think from the word go we were like, wow, this is fun, this is a cool one. But I mean, it's like that with most tracks with us, hey Dill. Like we always feel so amped and pumped, and
yeah, dude. I don't think there's one. Yeah, there's not one of our songs that I don't think we fucking freak out over. But this was also one of those. You know what the funny thing is about these sorts of songs is the fact, and with this one as well, the ones that are the most sort of potent and the ones that sort of get the most sort of response are some of the songs that come about really, really quickly. And like, Dave brought the core sort of idea. You had like the verse and the chorus. We weren't sure about the bridge. I mean, Alex brought the bridge, I decided to sort of take it, just be like, let's just keep it very sort of chilled, but then have that sort of quiet and, sort of loud thing. And dude, within one fucking rehearsal, we had gotten that. It was like one of those, because once you're on an idea, then it's like, we don't leave the rehearsal room until we got the song down.
Absolutely.
We can play a demo of it and do a little fucking recording with our phone.
Dude, that is lightning in a fucking bottle, man. Because that is taking the moment and capturing it.
Yeah, totes, bro. And then we've also, as Alex said, we've had it sort of in the bag for quite a while. But then also, obviously what people don't realize is the whole recording process is a very tedious one. And us also doing this sort of part-time, having fucking day jobs again. We've actually been sitting on it for at least a year before we actually released it. And then obviously with COVID, we're actually supposed to shoot a video for, it was like the first weekend or the weekend before COVID was actually even sort of the lockdown. Yeah.
Fuck.
So but we getting good response to the track, bro. I just love it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's like gotten 5 stars from me already. Beautiful.
Dude. That's great. Love it. Awesome.
That's people are gonna be able to hear it on this podcast. Yeah, just in the background, because I'm concerned about copyright and all that sort of shit. But I'm also going to play the video, and I want to touch on the video because I was expecting sort of like a 3-piece in a bar, all fucking miserable, and I was just thinking like maybe you'll see Rami, maybe that kind of vibe. But obviously the times that we're in, it's best to keep shit simple. But one thing I noticed immediately about that video was, and that's my neck of the fucking woods. That's Fishhook, man.
Yeah, Clovelly.
Yeah. That's my fucking neck of the woods. I recognize that sandy beach. I was like, God damn it, that's Fishhook Beach. I know that place.
Yeah.
And I love the video. It's so simplistic, and it just says everything.
That was kind of the idea for the, originally there was talk of, walking through the city and, having Alex and I sort of interact with Dave. We're just like walking down the street, like one shot, one take kind of vibe, no real sort of editing and that, just like, again, just the grit of the song. So it's all about the song. And then we're actually going to shoot a beautiful sort of video, because I mean there's some amazing backup vocalists that we got in to do the shoo-ops and the doo-ops and all that in the background, and just sort of change the whole thing. And we're actually going to do sort of a live performance piece coupled with the sort of idea of Dave just taking a stroll through the city and just singing the song. And then unfortunately COVID hit. We couldn't do the production guys that were going to do it pulled out. They were too scared to come and shoot. That was when there was only I think 17 people in the entire country that had COVID, but the Oaks weren't comfortable, this and that, so we had to can that.
Sure. Yeah.
And then, when time sort of came to it, was one of those where we were still keen on the idea of, that sort of singles, just David walking and singing. But then it was like, then we were going to shoot in freaking Darling and this and that, and then Lionel Smith that sort of shot the video, and that's also then. That one morning it was pissing with rain, and they were just like, cool. They phoned Dave, and they're like, and then because Dave lives in Fishhook as well, so they were like, hey Dave, we want to shoot. Can you meet us at 6 o'clock in the morning? Pull in. We're going to shoot it. And that's kind of what they did. And they went and they just shot it at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Perfect.
The pissing rain.
Perfect. I mean, that just adds to such the ambience of the song and the feel of it, man. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Beautiful. Thank God there were no trains on that track, man.
No trains on the track, but I think the dudes were freaking out about the rain and their cameras and all that sort of shit as well. So it was a bit myself and Alex weren't even, it was literally the only people that were there. It was Ivan Zimmerman, Lionel Smith, the two O's that did the video, Theo and David. It was just one of those, they just went in there. I think they shot it in maybe an hour and a half or something. It was like a quick shoot and it was done, eh?
Beautiful. Beautiful. When I listen to that,
let the music speak. It's one of those vibes.
Exactly.
I think it's more about the song.
Yeah. So it was more about what you hear than what you see. Absolutely.
Yeah.
When I heard the opening chords, I was like, oh, Jeff Buckley. Oh.
Dude, if you had to say that and David was here, bro, he'd already have a boner.
David, hands off.
David is like, bro, like David, like Jeff Buckley is like one of the biggest influences on one David Van Vuuren. So with just you saying that, bro, I think he would have literally had a little shit in his pants right now. So dude, I think we'll take that as a compliment, Trev. Thanks, dude.
I don't know, David having a shit in his pants when I said Jeff Buckley. I don't know if that's a compliment, man. But whatever.
Well, dude, he'll have an erection and he'll shit in his pants at the same time.
That's a real shitty erection, then.
Yeah, dude. Well, either way, he'll be excited, bro. But it's going to be an excited shit and an excited erection. So he's good, bro. Trust me.
Oh, come and go at the same time. Oh dear. Okay, no.
Yeah, pretty much. There we go. Coin it there. Rad. I like that.
This conversation's gone south. Gone south. Oh god, I've done it.
Oh, dude, we talk a lot of shit. Trust me, it's what I do best. Other than playing drums, that is. I can't put it on my CV though, you know.
You're a drummer. You always talk shit.
Yeah, dude, totally.
So how's it working with Theo? Eh? What a legend! Fuck.
No, that it's next level, man.
I mean, to have someone like that in your corner, I mean, that is that's a major thing.
It's like he's got such an ear. Hey? It's like he can hear immediately what's working and what's not, and he's not afraid to tell us, which is cool as well.
Yeah, we've had a few, like sort of lovers tips, like speaking about things, and especially when it comes to the drums, because
you're a sensitive lot, aren't you drummers?
Not at all, dude. Like I'm actually like a very easygoing dude.
I need to work on my sarcasm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude. No, dude, totally. But yeah, dude, Theo's just got something, bro. He's got that ear. And bro, some of the gear and some of the shit that he has in his fucking studio, dude, is just almost jaw dropping. And he all like so like nonchalantly just tells you about this rad gear and this fucking microphone that he's got, or this guitar, like stuff
but he
like
doesn't
that.
Just have it. He knows how to use it.
Yeah.
Which
it's not just collected.
Difference.
It's there and it's being used.
Exactly, and used well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows what to do with it. So yeah. So and on the other hand, it's like working with Theo is fucking amazing, and we really enjoy it. But it's unfortunately again like I keep referring back to it, like I wish we had the time to just do it full time. Like ourselves, we all work, with Theo, him doing this sort of as a development deal as well. We often are doing this after hours, and like when we recorded the tracks and that for the album that we sort of working towards, a lot of it's we go in there at 6 p.m. and we work until midnight, and that's tough for all of us to pull in there with your A game. Yeah. And you've just worked a full day, so it's been challenging.
Do you think it would be a different story if you guys lived in, say, the States or Europe or something like that?
Completely, bro, because then we'd be like, if we didn't have day jobs, it'd be like if we could be like, cool, we do nothing but write and play and record music every single day, dude. Fuck, you have no idea how much music we do. That is the 100%, bro. But
and Theo's living proof that can happen, but it takes a fucking long time, and you got to be wily in the head, man.
Yeah, dude. It's again, there's also that sort of perception, like, dude, it's not all that easy. There's very, very few bands that can actually do that, specifically in South Africa, and at this, sort of this juncture in time, around the world, a lot of bands are taking strain. And over the years, like, there's also that sort of misconception of the fans out there, how easy things are, or what's. I mean, I'm using inverted commas here. It's like, what success is. But again, in the end, it's trying to do it full time, but not only do it full time, it's be able to earn a living from it and do what you love and make cash to, again, we don't need a hang of a lot to get by. But again, just to sort of, do what we love and make money from it. Fuck, is just to get by would be enough. But unfortunately, it's practically impossible. Eh?
I mean, it's fucking sad because it's such a huge production, this song. The sound, everything is just, it's international quality. I'm not saying that any of the other stuff isn't, but it's huge.
Because, but dude, that's just also part of the whole discussion with Theo and this whole sort of story about, this development deal, and that is like, we fucking aiming high, dude. It sounds that, and like, and this is not coming from an arrogant space or anything like that, bro. We've done everything we can in South Africa. We've opened for 2 internationals. We've done Opi Kopi. We've headlined, or because we've headlined Up the Creeks multiple times. We've played all the the spots we need to play. We need to look overseas.
What is it then? What is it stopping you guys from breaking through? Is it not having a massive label behind you? I mean, is that even a thing nowadays?
What the thing is, Trev, it's money, bro. If we had like deep unlimited pockets, it was like, cool, we'd go to the States. Everyone's like, oh, this bands, they've gone overseas, they're doing so well, they went to America. But then they come back after a 6-week tour, and then they don't have the cash to go back. You need to stay current. So you almost have to pick yourself up and go there and be like, cool, we're gonna push it. We're gonna be here for, we need to be here for at least 6 months of a year, if not more, or be there on a permanent basis and build your name. Because again, if you think about it, going to, let's say, the States, which is always like that sort of benchmark. Well, not what really has been happening for the last while, but like, we don't even fucking go there.
No,
but it's
like,
South Africa fits into Texas like twice or something like that. So just the pure scale, so to like get through the States and actually get a name for yourself, bro, you need to go there, stay there, get onto some sort of circuit, have a proper booking agent, have proper management there, and money. That's all
money,
it is.
money. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, let's talk about those opening acts, those opening slots. Sorry, Dylan. Sorry, you want to say something, man?
That was Alex.
No.
Oh, sorry, Alex. Go for it.
No, I was 100% agreeing. I'm just dreaming of going to the States right now.
We lost you for a moment in dreamland. Dreaming. Dear. Okay, so let's talk about those opening slots for the Cure and Incubus, man. How?
Fuck, sure. Dude.
How indeed? That just go for it, Dill.
Like we don't even like. It's just kind of strange how it all came about. Like, it was one of our other managers sort of knew someone who gave him like an inkling that Incubus were coming, and the guy what is the dude's name that sort of was the main cat that brought them out there, Alex?
I don't know which event company wrote them down.
I can't even remember, but anyway, so but the dude who was bringing Incubus out was a big fan of Southern Wild, so we were like already a consideration for for the actual opening slot for Incubus. But then what's rad is the fact that Incubus like to choose their own opening acts. So we had to send through like 2 songs. Was it 3 or 2 songs that best represent two tracks which best represent Southern Wild? And Brandon Boyd and the band actually sat and listened to it, and we were lucky enough to be the only band that played both openings. We were the band before Incubus.
What a mindfuck.
We opened in Pretoria and in Cape Town. We're the only South African band that played both shows, eh?
Jeez, man, you guys have got all the credentials. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but you know what I mean? I don't get it why you haven't, propelled further through the stratosphere, man.
We have to, it's like playing the lotto, dude. If you don't fucking buy a ticket, you're not going to win. So at the moment we're buying tickets. And then with the Cure, obviously with my previous experience as a drummer with the bands and Funko Cartel and all this sort of stuff.
Sure.
I worked at Mars Music, where Andy Mack is one of the part owners there. So I know Andy quite well, and when the Cure were coming out, he actually gave me a call and he's like, listen here, the Cure is bringing out, he didn't tell me who the band was. We had to sign like a fucking NDA and shit. And he's like, he's bringing an international out, would be keen. These are the dates, proposed dates, this and that. So we were on the bill like 8 months or 9 months before the band was even announced.
Dude, how lucky you are, because my brother's band had just reformed, and we're talking about Lithium. Yeah, and the Lithium started with this.
Lithium. That's awesome.
Yeah, David Owens and so on. And they were waiting in the wings, waiting for Andy Mack to give them a call to say, you're on the slot. And my brother would have had a boner and shat himself, believe me.
Who's your brother, bro? Sorry.
Paul Opie, the bassist of Lithium. And a multitude of other projects that he's involved in.
Projects, yeah, totally, dude. Fuck, small world.
Yeah,
also, because Dave, that's also I don't know Warren as Warren. I know Warren as Dog, and I know Dave Owens. He used to open for Pestroy, and we used to when Lithium sort of broke up, he did a lot of like acoustic stuff, and he used to play like acoustic slots before. We used to play at Roxy's, bro. So I've known also Dave Owens for fucking many years.
Yeah. Yeah. The guys were back together for a couple of years. In fact, they opened up for the Springbok New Girls in 2018.
Yeah, dude, totally, bro. Like, and also Ian, I think, did sound for Pestroy when he came to tour Cape
That's
Town
right,
back in the day, dude. Yes, man.
Yeah,
Small fucking world. Eh?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Cape Town is small, man.
No, dude. Well, I'm a
But also,
Jersey boy.
Dylan
I'm from.
knows everyone.
Yeah, like I worked at a
problem.
music store in Joburg for 7 years, and obviously been in the bands and all that sort of shit. I've also just been in the industry for a while, and as you can probably tell, I talk a lot of shit. So I speak to everyone, and I'm buddies with everyone. So yeah,
You see,
dude,
you say you talk a lot of shit, but what you actually got is little nuggets of gold every now and then, bro.
that's on the band, dad, dude.
It's the every now and then part that
Band's
I've
mom,
still got to
excuse
sift
me.
through. Now I'm talking shit now, man. Fucking hell, what do I know? I'm just a podcast or whatever the fuck I am. I don't even know what I am. But anyway, so what genre is Southern Wild then? Is alternate rock?
Oh, we've had a
Blues?
long think
Very
about
versatile,
this.
man.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what we like about. I mean, especially our first albums. We felt like all the songs in the album kind of covered a little bit of a different genre in a way. So we kind of struggled for a long time to really, when someone asked us what our genre is, we had to really sit and think. And I think we've kind of sort of honed in on like, what are we, electric soul rock and roll? What did we say?
You're like neo, like no, fuck, bro. Alternative neo soul rock. Yeah, blues. Like I don't know, dude. Yeah, it's a bit of everything.
But
And
that's
there's some
good though,
folk
because
in
that means
there,
you're versatile in your sound and you can reach a wider audience and everything.
But that, yeah, as Alex mentioned, that was one of the like some of the feedback we got about the first album, where like every single song is just a little bit different. So Trev, I don't know if you've got time, you should actually go listen to that first album of ours. Go click a little download there on whatever sort of streaming platform you choose, and have a listen, and you'll see this. Like
I'm going to, yeah. I've got you on the Spotify thing, so yeah, I'm definitely going to do that.
So there's quite we've thrown the nets quite wide with the different sort of influences, and you can sort of hear it. Some songs are folky, some songs are straight up fucking rock. There's some sort of prog elements here and there at times, heavy ass shit, and then there's those beautiful fucking ballads that David sings and chicks fucking cry and hold his leg and just freak out, dude. Like I've seen, we've seen people like absolutely like, David's an enthralling frontman, dude, and when he sings and he looks at you and he's singing, bro, he looks and he stares into your soul, and people just go fucking weak, whether you're a guy or a girl. David sings like Time Eraser or sings, Time on Your Hands.
So happy I could die.
I'm so happy I could die, bro. What an amazing dude. People fuck out, and yeah, so it's rad. It's rad. No, dude, we've seen people fuck out, bro. Like even like the first Opi Kopi, dude, let me tell you the story about how we got into Opi Kopi.
Okay, go for it.
The first festival we were Southern Wild were asked to play, or like was actually David was asked to play, but then he was up the creek, and it was like cool. It's David's like, I don't want to play acoustic, whatever. I'm forming a band, or I formed a band, and we're gonna play. Rad. So at that time was just myself and Dave and another dude, Julian, who was the original guitarist on the first sort of Southern Wild sort of band that recorded the first album. And we had like I think we had like 10 o'clock in the morning on the Sunday, just after the laughing yoga. And bro, there was only like maybe 15 people there on the Sunday morning. Everyone was like fucking hungover shit, dude. And we played our set and we fucked shit up. Oaks came and they're like, cool. Next year you have to play on the Friday nights. And then, because of that, Gareth Wilson was booking for Opi Kopi at the time. And G Willie came up and was like, cool, you guys on Opi in August, because that was in January.
Wow.
And we got into fucking Opi Kopi. And that was also where like we played an afternoon slot at about 3 o'clock, but it was just one of those fucking slots where it was cooling down at Opi Kopi. People were keen. They were like, it's nice to not have the two stages playing at the same time.
Yeah.
And we played Time Eraser. And that's when I just saw like chicks crying, dude, and like people coming out of the artist camp to just come and see what the hell was going on, and all these young ladies in the front, like literally just staring at David, like holding on to his left leg and just sobbing, dude. It was insane. And that was like a bit of a moment when we were like, wow, people really, sort of dig what we're doing. So yeah, dude, that was a nice kick in the ass in the right direction.
And that was like our third show as a band, hey?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. After Up the Creek, because after Up the Creek, it's because at that show David played guitar and sang, and then Julian, who was actually the lead guitarist, played bass, and then I was obviously on the drums. And then when we, we just did that one gig, and then we knew Alex, and we're like, cool, Alex, fucking come and have a jam with us. And then David went on to rhythm guitar, Julian went on to lead guitar, Alex on fucking bass, and me on the drums again. And yeah, dude, it was just fucking nothing could stop us from there.
Sweet. Jeez. Third time together. Like,
yeah,
played together.
third live gig was Oppie Koppie, sorry, and yeah, dude, we fucking killed it. We didn't play I think we didn't play the next year. I think we played 2 years after that.
2 years after,
when we played. 2 years after that, we played. I think it was 11 o'clock on the James Phillips stage, and that was also a nice sort of
nice way to come back to the festival.
100%. So yeah, we played like Saturday 3 o'clock on the Brailoff stage, and then 2 years later, we were like 10 or 11 o'clock in the evening on the James Phillips stage. So it was fucking rad, bro.
I feel like I fucking talk to you guys for fucking hours, but we're running out of time. Damn fast here. So let's go through real quick. Okay. Alex, your influences,
yes.
Go.
My influences. Oh, okay. Wide variety. I have been into things like Jeff Buckley, for example. I grew up on the Beatles quite a lot. And their sort of songwriting. And at the moment, I'm getting more into sort of interesting production. So I'm really enjoying this like modern electronic stuff, even modern rock with very interesting electronic influences.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alex
is a sound engineer, so the production stuff gets him excited.
Yeah.
Right, now the secrets are coming out. Okay, well, that makes sense.
Studio.
Yeah. So, I mean, you must have like a good ear then as well.
I'd like to think so.
Alex is one of the best fucking musicians I've ever met in my life. I'll have you know. I'm not just saying that because he's the bassist in my band. Like,
careful, he's going to get a boner and shit himself. Careful.
Dude, I think he does, but that's fine. I'm happy with that, dude. David will.
You'll carry that load for him.
Loaded on both sides. Wait, that's cool. No, but it's it. David would agree with me. Alex is an amazing musician. Just knows how to tie everything together. Best fucking music ever.
Okay, Dylan, what's your influences, man?
Dude, Guns N' Roses changed my life when I was 30. Dude, I started listening when I was like 8 years old. First stuff I ever played on drums was Guns N' Roses, and then from then on I became like a bit of a metal kid. So Pantera, that sort of stuff, and then then it was like the Corns and the Limp Bizkits of
the new metal vibe, yeah.
The new metal vibe would like really got me excited. And then as I played in Pestroy for 11 years. So like I was more sort of into the heavier side of things, but I've always enjoyed just good fucking heartfelt hard rock music, So yeah, but also those beautiful tracks that just sort of touch you in a specific, in just like a way that no other like chilled songs do. So I do have a sort of softer side, but I do tend to rather want to hit the drums hard,
Yeah. Well, listen, when Appetite for Destruction came out, man, that was it for me. That dude, album.
Yeah, that shit. Like I won't lie, dude. Guns N' Roses changed my fucking life. So yeah, thanks to my older brother who's 3 years older than me. I was the only. When I was like 11 years old, I thought I was Axl Rose, and I had like Doc Martens and shit. And this, it was like 1991 or 1992, and people were like, who the fuck is this tubby little kid wearing fucking Doc Martens and like the smallest shorts you've ever seen in a Guns N' Roses shirt? It's crazy.
The smallest shorts and a sock in the crotch area to help things along.
Yeah, dude, I definitely had to pack that fucking crotch. Trust me, dude. Jesus, I'm a grower, not a shower.
Oh, there we go. Jeez, we're more alike than we think. Hey. Okay, so let's get a rig rundown. Alex, what's your rig, man?
Okay, at the moment I'm playing a Fender Japanese P bass. Going into a tuner pedal, and I've just bought myself a very nice Empress compressor from my friend Greg. I'm so excited to try that out in the band, and that's going into an Eventide H9 for all sorts of weird and wonderful effects, which is unusual for bass, but it's fun. We've got like delays and weird stuff going in some of our tracks.
He uses his phone to change shit. He works with his smartphone. It's amazing.
That's way too cool. The fact that it uses Bluetooth and I like control it with my phone.
Fuck.
That's technology.
Dude, yeah. I was speaking to just sort of segue. I was speaking to Tom Nauman from Primal Fear. And he was telling me that everything is on his USB stick. He just turns up at a festival, plugs in his USB stick into the desk, and his sound engineers everything there. Boom, that's it. Doesn't have to carry fucking gear, pedals, nothing.
Yeah, bro, digital's the way to go.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing. Dylan, What's your rig rundown, man? What you playing on?
Okay. Yeah, I play minor cymbals. I just play two 20 inches, 14-inch hats. I've got Spawn snare drum, Spawn kit, pill, double eliminator pedal, and yeah, dude, and I play Promark sticks, hey?
There we go. You got to get the sponsorship
Roland
details in there.
SPDSX. Roland SPDSX.
So what's the 2021 plans, man? Quickly, what do we expect from?
Well, we'd love to play a live fucking show maybe sometime soon.
Someone.
Christ all fucking mighty, I'll have you know. Jesus!
God damn!
Yeah, we just even want to just get into a room and jam, bro. I've been playing on my electronic kit at home. It's not enough, bro. I need loud.
Yeah,
need loud
you need to
sounds
feel it.
in my
Yeah,
ears.
I've got an electronic kit
yeah.
as well, and it just ain't the same. Yeah.
Dude, I just want to spend a little time with my lads in the rehearsal
And just
room
see
there,
each other's
you know?
faces, right?
Yeah, like in real life, you know. It's been a while, you know.
Yeah, be careful. Dave might, have an accident and get into the room with
No,
him.
dude,
He's like,
so we're all gonna have little accidents, bro. Don't you worry. We're
I
gonna
want
be
to see a
that
video
excited
of
to see
that. You
each
got to
other.
record a video of that. That'll be
Yeah,
worthwhile.
okay, we'll send it to you, bro.
No, put it on Book of the Face and hit another 20,000 subscribers or something. I want to see you guys shouting
Going
everywhere,
viral,
man.
baby. We going viral.
Don't say the word viral. People run away. Fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Right, guys. So that's coming to the end now. Just want to say it's awesome chatting to you guys and having a little drink and conversation about obviously Time on Your Hands, which is out now on all the digital platforms. And it's been awesome to chat to you and thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Cool, cheers. Thanks, man. Yeah, thank you.
Nice way to spend a Friday afternoon.
Damn straight, bro. And also, yeah, just to all the listeners out there, like, yeah, go check us out on Spotify and Facebook, Insta, all that sort of shit.
All the links will be in the
man.
description below. Everybody knows what to do. Click like, love, share, do whatever it is that you need to do. And when you see Theo, please ask him to respond to my message.
Yeah, Theo's a bit like, it's the ghosters, bro. Like, you're speaking to serial ghosters on WhatsApp. So
We're
trust me,
all
like,
so bad.
Yeah, he
we're
responded.
very bad.
I said to him, I want to do a podcast with you, not only because of the tie-in with Springbok Noodles and Lithium and that whole collaboration, and then the 2018 tour that you guys did, and Lithium opened up for an hour's recording and all that sort of shit. I just want to talk about the whole studio and what's going on and all that sort of shit. And said, yeah, cool, let's do a date. And that was the last message, and that was almost a year ago.
Dude, you know what you say, bro? If you want to get Theo out of his house and like to actually take you seriously, you'd be like, yeah, bro, are you keen for a surf? And he'll be down, bro. Because dude, like that's what he does. Like he just
golf,
wants to surf.
Or golf.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'd be like, yeah.
Well, I
Those
live
are
on a
his two
golf course, so
pastimes.
I'll offer him a round of golf if he can spare some time.
But on the golf course, he's known as Theo Acheneeman. Because if you check out Acheneeman Part 1, Acheneeman Part 2, all his videos on Facebook when he's playing golf, bro. Go check it out.
My liver fork, yeah. Hacking away at the ball, that's me.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks again, man. Stay safe,
Trevor.
and
Cool, man.
I look forward
You too,
to
dude.
I look forward to one day hopefully seeing you guys playing live and catching up over a drink or something. And when the album is ready or whatever's ready, give me a shout and let's do this again.
Damn straight. Thanks a lot.
100%.
Some guys have a great
Shot,
weekend.
man.
Cheers, man.
Cool, you too, bro. Cheers, man. Bye.